Welcome back to Echo of Legends. Today we're diving into 8 smart ways to handle people who just don't respect you. Let's get straight to it. 1. Set clear boundaries. One of the most important ways to handle people who don't respect you is by setting clear boundaries. A boundary is simply a line you draw to protect your mental, emotional, and sometimes even physical space. If someone constantly disrespects you, talks down to you, or tries to control your decisions, it's a red flag, and your boundaries need to come into play. First, understand what behavior you're not okay with. This could be constant criticism, backhanded compliments, ignoring your opinions, or invading your personal space. Once you've identified the problem, communicate it directly and confidently. You don't need to be rude or aggressive, just firm and clear. For example, saying, "I'm not okay with being spoken to like that," or "I need you to respect my time," sends a strong message. People who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. The ones who don't may push back, get defensive, or try to guilt trip you. Stay strong. If you give in once, they'll keep doing it. Boundaries aren't meant to push people away, they're meant to protect your self-worth and create healthy relationships. Also remember this: you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. If you keep letting someone walk over you, they'll keep doing it. But if you stand your ground, they'll either change how they treat you, or they'll leave your life. Either way, you win. Lastly, setting boundaries isn't a one-time thing, it's a process. You'll need to reinforce them from time to time, but once people know you're serious, they'll think twice before crossing the line again. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it's self-respect, and when you start respecting yourself, the world starts to follow your lead. 2. Don't lower yourself. When someone disrespects you, your first instinct might be to clap back, argue, or match their energy. But here's the truth: stooping to their level only brings you down. When you lower yourself to meet their negativity, you give them control over your emotions, and that's exactly what they want. Staying calm isn't weakness, it's power. It shows that you're not easily shaken, and you won't waste energy on someone who doesn't deserve it. When people act out or try to provoke you, it's usually a reflection of their own inner chaos. Let them have their drama. You're not required to join it. Instead of reacting emotionally, respond with grace. Stay composed, speak with confidence, and keep your cool. Even silence can be a powerful response. When someone's trying to drag you into their mess and you don't react, it frustrates them, but it also earns you respect from others. Think of it like this: if someone throws dirt at you and you throw it back, now you're both dirty. But if you stand your ground and walk away clean, you stay in control, and they just expose themselves. Rising above the negativity also helps you protect your peace of mind. You don't need to defend yourself to someone who isn't interested in understanding you. The more you engage with toxic behavior, the more it drains you. So choose to respond, not react. Remember who you are. Keep your standards high. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your dignity and self-respect are worth more than any petty argument or insult. Staying classy doesn't mean you're weak. It means you know your worth. And when you refuse to lower yourself, you force others to rise up or fall away. 3. Speak up. When someone disrespects you, staying silent might seem like the easiest option, but silence can often be misunderstood as acceptance. People may assume you're okay with their behavior simply because you didn't call it out. That's why it's so important to speak up. Speaking up doesn't mean starting a fight, it means expressing how someone's actions or words are affecting you. Be honest, be direct, and be respectful, but don't stay quiet. Whether it's a friend, coworker, family member, or stranger, let them know when they've crossed the line. You can say something like, "When you talk to me that way, it makes me feel disrespected," or "I don't appreciate being spoken to like that." Simple, clear statements like these show you have self-respect and won't tolerate poor treatment. The truth is, people treat you the way you allow them to. If you never speak up, they'll keep doing what they're doing, because they think it's okay. But when you use your voice, you set the tone for how you expect to be treated going forward. Speaking up also builds confidence. The more you stand up for yourself, the easier it gets. You start trusting your voice, and stop shrinking to make others comfortable. And in most cases, people will either adjust their behavior, or reveal their true character. It's okay to be uncomfortable at first, but your peace of mind, your self-worth, and your emotional health are too important to protect with silence. You're not being dramatic, rude, or overly sensitive. You're being real, and there's power in that. So don't hold back. Speak your truth, not just for them, but for you, because your voice matters. And when you use it, you show the world that you respect yourself, and expect others to do the same. 4. Limit your time. Your time and energy are valuable, and not everyone deserves access to them. When someone constantly disrespects you, drains you, or brings negative vibes into your life, it's a clear sign. You need to limit your time with them. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your mental space. Just because someone is a friend, family member, or co-worker, doesn't mean you have to tolerate their behavior forever. Respecting yourself means knowing when to pull back and protect your peace. Start by recognizing how you feel after interacting with certain people. Do you feel drained, angry, uncomfortable? That's your intuition telling you something's not right. Trust it. Time is something you can never get back, so be intentional about who you spend it with. Limiting your time doesn't mean you hate someone or are cutting them off completely. It just means you're creating healthy space. You can still be polite and kind without being constantly available. That's called emotional maturity. And remember, saying no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain or justify why you don't want to hang out or talk. If someone keeps disrespecting you or taking you for granted, stepping back is not rude, it's self-care. The more you protect your time, the more you protect your energy, your peace, and your focus. You'll find yourself less stressed, more in control, and surrounded by people who actually value and uplift you. People who respect you won't be bothered by your boundaries. The ones who get offended are usually the ones who benefited from crossing them. So don't feel guilty for protecting your peace. You are not a dumping ground for someone else's disrespect. Prioritize your well-being, limit your time with those who don't uplift you, and invest more in those who do. 5. Stay confident. When someone disrespects you, it's easy to start doubting yourself. You might wonder, did I do something wrong, or why don't they treat me better? But here's the truth, their disrespect says more about them than it does about you. Don't let their behavior shake your confidence. People often lash out, judge, or belittle others because of their own insecurities. Maybe they're jealous, unhappy, or just used to putting others down to feel powerful. But none of that is your responsibility. How they treat you is a reflection of who they are, not your worth. That's why you have to hold your head high. Don't shrink yourself to fit someone else's narrow view of you. Walk with confidence, speak with clarity, and remind yourself that you deserve respect, no matter who you're dealing with. Confidence doesn't mean you think you're better than others. It means you know your value and you're not afraid to own it. When you stay grounded in who you are, people can't throw you off balance. Their words might sting, but they won't define you. Keep doing what you believe is right. Don't chase approval or try to please people who clearly don't respect you. Your energy is better spent leveling up, focusing on your goals, and surrounding yourself with those who uplift you. Also remember, real confidence is quiet. You don't need to prove anything. Just stay true to yourself and let your actions speak. The more you believe in your worth, the less you'll care about the opinions of those who don't deserve a voice in your life. So no matter what they say or do, stay confident. Keep your posture strong, your mindset sharp, and your standards high. They might try to bring you down, but when you know who you are, no one can shake that foundation. 6. Surround yourself with real ones. The people you hang with shape your mindset, energy, and even your self-worth. If you're constantly around those who disrespect you, tear you down, or don't genuinely care about you, it's time to reevaluate your circle. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, not drain you. Real friends celebrate your wins, support your dreams, and tell you the truth, without making you feel small. They don't get jealous of your growth, or try to sabotage your confidence. They push you to be better, while accepting you for who you are. Think about it, if you're always in environments where you're disrespected, it's easy to start believing that's normal, but it's not. Healthy relationships, whether friends or family, should feel like a safe space, not a battlefield. So start filtering your circle. It's okay to distance yourself from toxic people, even if you've known them for years. Your mental health and self-respect come first. Seek out people who inspire you, who are honest with you, and who make you feel valued, not just when it benefits them. Sometimes the hardest part is letting go of people who've been in your life for a long time. But ask yourself, do they actually have your back, or are they just taking up space? Trust your gut. Also remember to be the kind of person you want to attract. Be supportive, be real, and respect others. Energy is contagious, so when you give out positive vibes, you'll attract those same vibes back. Life is too short to waste on fake friendships and one-sided relationships. Surround yourself with those who see your worth, remind you of it, and never make you question it. When your circle is full of real ones, disrespect has no place to grow. 7. Don't seek approval. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is trying to earn respect or validation from people who consistently disrespect or undervalue you. The truth is, you don't need approval from anyone who doesn't truly see your worth. Chasing validation can trap you in a cycle of overthinking, people-pleasing, and self-doubt. You start changing yourself just to fit someone else's standards that were never fair to begin with, and still, no matter how hard you try, it's never enough for them. Why? Because the problem isn't you, it's them. Some people won't respect you, no matter what you do. Maybe they're insecure, controlling, or just not capable of healthy relationships. And that's okay. It's not your job to fix them, or win them over. Your job is to stay true to yourself. Stop giving power to people who never earned it. You don't need their likes, their compliments, or their validation to know your value. You already have everything you need within you. Confidence doesn't come from external approval, it comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you deserve. The moment you stop seeking their approval is the moment you take your power back. You stop living for their opinions and start living for your own growth, peace, and happiness. And ironically, when you stop trying to impress others, that's when real respect often shows up, because confidence is magnetic. Remember, not everyone will like you, and that's perfectly fine. You're not for everyone, and everyone's not for you. Focus on building a life that makes you proud. Do what feels right for your path, not what pleases others. In the end, the only approval you truly need is your own. So walk your journey boldly, without needing applause. Respect yourself, and the right people will follow. 8. Walk away if needed. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to simply walk away. When someone keeps disrespecting you, draining your energy, or treating you like you don't matter, it's okay to say, enough. You don't always need to argue, explain yourself, or prove a point. Silence and distance can be louder than words. Walking away doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're strong enough to choose peace over chaos. It shows you respect yourself enough, not to stick around, where you're not valued. You don't owe anyone your presence, especially when all they bring is pain, drama, or negativity. There's a difference between working through conflict and tolerating disrespect. If someone crosses the line repeatedly, ignores your boundaries, and refuses to change, it's not your job to fix them. It's your job to protect yourself. Sometimes people will only understand your worth when they no longer have access to you. By walking away, you're sending a clear message. I won't accept less than I deserve. That's not pride, it's self-respect. It may hurt at first, especially if it's someone close to you. But over time, you'll realize how freeing it is to stop begging for respect and start demanding it through your actions. You're allowed to outgrow people. You're allowed to choose peace, even if it means letting go. And once you walk away, don't look back. Don't second-guess your decision. If someone really valued you, they wouldn't have pushed you to that point in the first place. In the end, life is too short to stay in places where love, respect, and support are missing. Protect your energy. Protect your heart. Know when to stay, and know when to leave. Walking away isn't giving up, it's growing up. You deserve respect, always. If this hit home, don't forget to subscribe to Echo of Legends for more powerful content like this. See you in the next one.